Does every comedian have that thing? Like just that irrational, like annoyance and
Response to-
irritability about
yeah.
just random stuff? Like,
Yeah.
do we all have that?
Yeah, this is why we do this. So we
Yeah.
can get on stage and rant about irrational irritability.
Yeah,
Right. We
Yeah.
don't have the right response to anything.
With
He came
social.
up here and said, I don't like it when people are handsome and work hard. That's insane.
I felt better before the interview than I really have. Like inside, like in my heart, self-esteem. My guidance counselor
way more
lied.
confident.
Yeah,
You
my guidance counselor lied to me. So.
That's all right.
And
I just
want to clarify, it wasn't 18 years before she had a guidance counselor either. It was only
It's not 18.
it was only 7. But either
like
way,
that back in 2016.
so one of the published articles was on Monique and the inequality in Hollywood.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Club Shay Shay interview?
I think I know this is gonna be controversial, and I say it
It's
on the internet.
all anything surrounding this stuff
All-
is. How do
all
you
of
feel
this.
about this? Ishmael?
I genuinely, I do not believe that anything that Monique does is genuine to the cause she says it is.
Okay.
I think it's genuine to her pocket. You're not selling like you want to. You're not doing theaters because Monique is not doing. She's not an arena comic.
Yeah.
She's never been an arena comic. She's a theater comic. She's gonna sell out about 6 shows, 7 maybe, at a club. She's not touring like the way Kat is.
Right.
So why not go somewhere and be controversial? Because what do we need to have a conversation with Monique about? Not to say that Club Shay Shay or Shannon Sharp, because I'm not calling that grown man Shay Shay.
You shouldn't.
You really should.
Yeah.
You know, not to say that he didn't reach out to her, but I just find it very odd that someone who's supposed to be telling jokes did all of that about the Netflix special. I don't know if you all watched it.
I didn't.
I did. And it did exactly what I thought and said on Twitter that it was going to do. I was like, listen, y'all are backing this woman. And by no means am I saying don't back black women. In fact, I encourage it. But she's going to come out with a special, and it's not going to be funny, and it's kind of going to probably be cringe. And then I watched it, and that's exactly what people gave it as a review.
Right.
I don't think anything she does is genuine to the cause. I do think even a broken clock is right twice a day. So even if
Right.
she's not genuine, she's still correct. The amount of money that, even on a micro level, that I know that people try to pay black women comics to headline, or black women comics like, oh, can you feature and can you do this much for this much, versus what I know they would even offer a black man, much less than what they would offer a white man. It impacts us all. So I think that's an important discussion. I just don't know that she's ever the right person to have the discussion about.
Yeah. I hear you. I don't know about Monique specifically, but one thing that bothers me being black in general is when people cry wolf for activism. Because it hurts real movement and real progress.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want, like, when something really is racist, let's attack that. But if you got slighted because you didn't work hard or you didn't put in, you know what I'm saying? You didn't do what you were supposed to do. And then it's like, well, what can I say in a defense as opposed to standing up and taking credit for where I fell short? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that gets under my skin, and it hurts. It hurts us because then, like, I could imagine, and I won't say it publicly because mics are hot and it can come back, but I can understand how a white person might feel in some of these instances, and it's hard to filter out the noise. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't give them ammo, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like let's
Fair
come with
enough.
the united front when it's really like everything wasn't racism, but when it is, you know what I mean? Let's handle that. But like the people who thrive on just the controversy because that's how they get paid. Like, you know what I mean? I think what's his name? What was that verse? It was that song. What was that J. Cole song? He got that verse that really got popular last year. It was like Secret Ingredient or something. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. See, I'm the old one,
Yeah.
but but he had a
I be in my car listening to Glorilla. You talking to the wrong person.
okay, all right, that's fair, that's fair. But he had it in one of his verses last year. He was talking about people with the fake activism, and he was like, he don't really think that they want.
Yeah, that kind of sparked a whole controversy on Twitter because I be on Twitter. Yes, I get it. I think, and I'm a little more liberal to that cause. Like, you know, maybe we don't always need. First of all, this country is built on a foundation of racism. So a lot of the stuff that we even enjoy is. We just found out the other day, or read an article the other day, the reason why Black people overwhelmingly love butter pecan ice cream is because of racism. It's because they couldn't get vanilla.
Really?
Yes.
And what context, man? Because
So,
I
like-
gotta tell you, I love butter pecan ice cream.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Now, at this point, it's not even racism. It's just at a certain point in time, as a Black man, your taste buds just turn.
They do.
And you're just like,
I like all kinds of things I didn't used to like.
oh, butter pecan? My daddy loves him some butter almond. Because he from the South and it's at Food Lion. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I think if we're gonna have a real conversation, there's always in every movement there are people that talk a good game, but under it they're really just kind of a charlatan. I'm not saying that she's a charlatan. I think that Netflix was trying to lowball her, giving her $500,000. That's crazy. Not when you gonna give Amy Schumer that amount of money, but I don't think you need $20 million. Not when you're only going to be able to sell out a theater to film the special.
Yeah.
Amy Schumer, for her worth, you know, she's not my particular brand of comedy.
But she's made movies and that have done well.
Right now, if she put up tickets for the Madison Square Garden, she could sell it out.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, the root of all of this is capitalism.
Yeah.
And if you can't make that dollar, why is it now on all of Black people to
take and put you on their back?
to put you on their back?
Yeah.
You know, and we should move each other forward, but at what cost? Because should they offer you $500,000? No, they offered Wanda Sykes $25,000. I think that's crazy,
Yeah.
right? But they not gonna offer you $20 million, and I can't blame them for not offering you $20 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a nice segue to say, since this is all about capitalism, that's why we doing this podcast. So if you don't like and subscribe right now, I'm gonna rush right out here and drown my sorrows in a pint of butter pecan ice
Yeah.
cream. You know what I'm saying?
That's what old people like.
That's what we like.
That's what
And,
the
and hold
elderly-
up now,
the
because he been
elderly-
trying to double team.
Yeah.
What kind of ice cream you like?
Yeah.
They, I'm not exposing myself.
Yeah.
I learned,
Butter pecan, okay? King cake ice cream, okay?
King cake. Oh, she just pulled out the cake.
yeah, that's why. Yeah.
It's Mardi Gras.
It's Mardi Gras today. Yeah, I'm hurting right now.
Yeah.
I ain't supposed to be doing nothing.
Butter pecan is delicious.
Disgusting.
It's not. When it's made right. When it's made right. I've had bad any flavor. I've had bad Neapolitan, but I'm just saying, like, if I go to Cold Stone, I can't mention somebody that ain't a sponsor. See that? He done made me. This about
literally,
capitalism.
Look
This
at
is-
you. You're such an old Black man. You like, listen, she
Hey,
can talk
hey.
about my music, but she not gonna talk about my butter
Hey, look.
pecan.
Talk about
Look,
ice cream like
Yeah.
you ain't gonna eat.
Pipe down.
She not gonna talk about
Pipe
my
down,
ice
young
cream.
lady. Pipe down, young lady.
What you not gonna do? Tell you what you not gonna do.
Don't understand it. I hate it so much. Why do you like that ice cream?
It's delicious. It's delicious. I don't think my wife like it either.
No,
I don't. Honestly, I don't. I don't
think
eat
my wife
butter
like
pecan.
it.
And I don't
Yeah.
even say pecan. I say pecan because I'm
Yeah, I got
not.
you.
You know, I don't say caramel.
I hate caramel. I hate when people pronounce caramel caramel.
I don't
yo.
say. And I don't say.
Do you pronounce
And I
caramel
don't say
caramel?
I don't say praline as well. It's
I say caramel.
You say caramel?
caramel.
Yeah.
It's caramel.
I hate to hear the word caramel pronounced caramel. Like that jump put
Caramel.
I feel like something in my throat, like a gag reflex kick in. Like,
I
what
see.
is that? What is that? Like, do you have that? Does every comedian have that thing? Like, just that irrational like annoyance and
response to-
irritability about
yeah.
just random stuff? Like,
Yeah.
do we all have that?
Yeah, this is why we do this. So we
Yeah.
can get on stage and rant about irrational irritability.
Yeah,
Right. We
Yeah.
don't have the right response to anything. That's the problem.
He
With
came
social.
up here and said, I don't like it when people are handsome and work hard. That's insane.
Get out my
And me and you were just like, oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't get all my I hate it. Get all my
We
nerves.
got
Sorry.
up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I guess. I didn't know that was a
Working
bad
hard.
thing.
What time do you
Reading
rise,
books.
sir?
Yeah. He just was upset at me because I used the word hegemonic.
Yeah,
He
that's
said it. He said it was.
Hey,
good
you,
line.
right. Yeah, she used that. But she
Oh,
used
she
that.
talking about demons. No, sir.
Hegemonic. In
No,
20,
sir.
and she used that in
Buying
20, that was in 2016 though.
Yeah.
But
No, sir. I was
That's-
not
that's-
talking about demons.
we
No.
in 2024, and she used that way back in 2016. Hegemonic.
It's advanced.
Yeah, it's wow. Okay.
just
Yeah,
saying.
we're all rational.
Yeah, you've worked with some names, especially working DC Improv and
Yeah.
and all that. You come like, has anybody dropped any advice that just stuck with you that like, you know, like it really hit? Because sometimes people give you general, you know what I'm saying, real general stuff.
worst
Keep
advice
at
ever.
it. You know what I mean? Like, but has anybody giving you?
Got it
Some,
down.
don't quit.
Writing.
Has anybody ever given you like advice that like he's like, yes.
Honestly, the best advice I ever got, and this was like year one and a half. I did a guest spot for Finesse Mitchell, and he
Shout
said,
out.
"You need to record every set. Are you recording every set?" And I was like, "Oh no, sometimes I record it, sometimes I don't." He's like, "No, you need to record every set and go back and listen to it like it's game tape." And I've been doing that ever since. It truly, because it helps me, because the joke, as soon as I tell it or as soon as I come up with the thought, it's gonna leave my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't have it recorded anywhere, then it's gone. Do I always go back and listen to my sets? No, because I don't like the sound of my own voice. But
Yeah.
Some I don't need to
Same
hear.
here.
Yeah,
Some is
man.
like I know I messed up.
I don't want to hear that,
That
trash.
one, yeah.
But that's honestly the best advice I've ever gotten.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either one of you ever gotten good advice?
Yeah. Let me see if I can think of something specific though. Yes. I always bring up one particular story, and I brought it up before, but like I bombed terribly the first opportunity that I had to like host at Richmond Funny Bone.
Okay.
And I think I was I was ready to end it all. You know what I'm saying? It was dark. It was bleak. But a friend of mine just had me get on stage immediately. It was like, no, you can't sit in it.
Yeah.
And I felt like I kind of stuck with that. Like, you gotta like keep moving, and
Yeah.
you can't sit in those L's, because they're not really L's. Because sometimes it's a learning experience. Maybe that's what the L stand for.
Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, I didn't care so much that I crushed. Of course, when I perform again, because I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. That's like comedian like superpower.
Yeah.
But the less you care, the better it seems like you do.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And I think that's always stayed with me, and I've always tried to push that to other people. However, it has backfired.
Yeah.
I had a guy go again, and then he just bombed again.
Okay,
I was
great. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
forget. I was
Maybe
like-
this just isn't for you, baby.
it's like,
It's not
man,
for you, boo.
I don't know.
It's not your thing. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the best pieces of advice I've gotten was have people like writing buddies. That's what it was called. People that like when y'all get together, it's not about just hanging out, drinking, having fun, but y'all get together to go through material and people that will challenge like your perspective or just like give you honest feedback about whatever you write, like the joke you perform. Yeah, I like it, but it could be stronger. Like this, you know, people
Yeah.
that can do that for you because you don't want to just get to a point. He was saying, the guy told me, he said, like, you'll get to a point where you just kind of get stagnant because the only perspective you ever hear is your
Yeah.
own, and you kinda,
plateau.
Yeah, you plateau.
Yeah.
That's exactly the word he used, plateau. But I didn't want to use that word because
I know.
I was trying to keep it.
Yeah.
simple.
like
I'm not trying
grade
to,
school level.
I'm not trying to be hegemonic out here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why you would
I
think
don't know.
we went to Virginia schools, so we know.
Well, I'm just saying for the people that might watch this.
Richmond public schools.
Yeah, I know, but it's still the worst Richmond public school still better than New Orleans school. Okay.
I ain't got no argument today.
Okay.
I ain't got no argument.
All right, that's fair.
You don't hear me arguing. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
I'm about to
but,
say.
yeah, that was the best piece of advice I've gotten.
Yeah.
Just have people in your circle that can kind of challenge you and help you grow as a writer and comic.
I mean, I would attest to that. I mean, when I started doing that, I saw real growth. Because I didn't used to write with partners and do any of that. Didn't really, and but I mean, I think some of the hesitation is when you haven't found the right person, somebody you really click with.
Yep.
It can't be somebody obviously you don't really respect their opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like don't give me notes, fam.
Please.
You know what I mean? Like slow down.
I've seen you bomb at Kazi's 4 times.
Right.
Enough.
Like just be cool. It's a cool tag, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But yeah, I think when you find that it does make a difference. And I shout out David. He was one of the first people that I did that with. Like really. I had a writing partner when I wrote scripts because I started with the film side first.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. Even got jealous. I got jealous when the funnier line came from the other. I was like, man, I wish I thought of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do think it's strength in numbers. Want to be a comedian? Don't know how to do it? Come to Jokeaday Live every first and second Thursday at Dave & Buster's in Virginia Beach, located in Lynn Haven Mall. Jokeaday Live gives a platform and a stage for comedians of all levels, with a cash prize at the end of the night to the best set. Make sure and get there early. Doors open at 7 for food and drink specials. For good times, good food, good vibes. Go to LionelHarris.com for more information, for tickets, and how to sign up to perform. Jokeaday Live. I ask everybody that comes on the show to do the segment we call Sit Down to Stand Up.
Okay.
Sit Down to Stand Up is just workshopping a new bit.
Gotcha.
So if you share it with us, now I already know how you feel, and I know you don't respect us. But for the sake of the podcast,
Because I'm not at your mind.
Yeah, let's just pretend. Let's just pretend that we give.
You have a wife and 6 kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Could just pretend, for
Sure.
fun on the podcast.
Gotcha.
You don't have to take any of the, suggestions we make, but just, So are you working on anything?
Yeah. So I've been trying to date. That's not part of the joke. It's just a sad fact of my life.
I didn't laugh.
And I'm on the dating apps. So I know you two haven't been on any sort of dating app either in years or ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And on dating apps, you can either message them first if you're a woman or whatever. And I'm really just tired of the same questions. So, you always get the question of what's your favorite color? I don't know. I'm not a 12-year-old. I don't have a favorite dinosaur either. It's a stegosaurus, but that's not the point.
Right.
Or what's your love language? I don't know. I was raised by a single mom in the South. All of them. Any one of them will work. I will take any love language. But the one that I hate the most is, so can you cook? Because that immediate implies something, but also it's like, are you starving? Like, have you never made anything in your life? So my immediate response is, yes, crack. Any other questions? It's a little Colombian dish.
Right.
Okay, a little cocaine, a little water. No big
Right.
deal. Okay, it's been here since the 80s. And that's the bit that I'm working on.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like, you could explore, are you going to hit punchlines for each section, or do you just want to focus
Thinking
on the
about
part
it, yeah.
Because I feel like there's room there if you want the bit to be. I don't know if you just want it to be a one-off thing. If you want to actually flesh it out.
I do, yeah.
So what was the first thing?
So the first question is, what's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color? And you had an immediate. I don't know. I'm not 12.
I'm not 12. I don't
Yeah,
have a favorite
okay.
dinosaur either.
Right. And Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus.
Right. I like that. You had punchlines for that already.
Yeah, it's punch.
I feel like you could get aggressive with it. You could hit them with a color because you cooking crack. So your colors could be gang related. Okay. You know what I'm saying? There's room for the colors to be violent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
Like
in the game.
Or you could hit them back with a question like, "Why you Pyru?" You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Fine.
Yeah. What colors? What colors you
colors
wearing
you
about?
represent?
Yeah.
What's up?
Where you from?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
that you claim?
You came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like that
funny.
was a little suggestion to play with that. What was the second question?
What's your love language?
What's your love language? Shout out to Gary Chapman.
I hate that question so much.
That book, I always find it interesting in things that like are overtly like Christian or like religious that make it into mainstream culture like that. Because people are obsessed with the love language
Yes,
thing
they are.
to a fault.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I feel like if it's all of them, then you can play. Do you know the love languages?
Yes.
From
I was about to say,
so I'm saying you could play.
I don't even know them.
It's like acts of service.
I really don't.
Okay, I'm talking to two men, so let's just cut it and let me do it. For
Okay.
you.
There you go.
I was about to say, 'cause I was
It's
Okay.
quality time, physical touch, acts of service. That's a shame. Acts of service, that's 4, right?
quality time.
Quality time, gifts, my
Gifts,
favorite.
physical touch.
Gifts, physical touch, quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
Now, see, you just admitted that gifts was your favorite.
It sure is.
So you have an answer to it, but you can play with it
Yeah.
by telling
Yeah.
them no. So that's there because you could just list them off, or you can go through each one, why each one would be okay with, I guess, like, what'd you say? Words of affirmation. I mean, who don't want somebody to not talk slick? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want? I don't know. I just feel like it's room for you. I don't have
To
the
go through
media.
all of them?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could. You just gotta. It's one of them things where you first work it out. You're like, all right, what hook can I keep them with me this whole time so this joke don't lag on? But I feel like if they with you, then
They
you
with
got
you.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
then you got it
I
because
feel like that's. I wouldn't trust nobody that asked me that type of question. That's just a weird thing. I feel like that's a weird thing for a man to ask a woman. So, what's your love language? Like
The-
that, I don't know.
mine's is carnality.
Yeah. There you go. That was like
I'm feeling
carnal
carnal.
desires is all I love. Like it's
Yeah.
carnal desires.
My love language is lust.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, sir, out your mind.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's great. And then the third one is can you cook, which is the big reveal, right? Because you think I'm going to say something important, and it's like, no, I know how to cook crack. I don't. For anybody watching, do not know how to cook crack. But
You could pause and build a reveal with that and just simply be like, you hungry? That's my first thought. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, fam? You like you need something? Like,
what's wrong with you?
Are you?
are you?
Are you relocating? Are you between jobs right now?
Like, are you
Malnourished.
Yeah, are you
Malnourished mother. Like what's wrong
There's
with you?
something going on? Like,
Like, do we need to go on a coffee date?
right. Like, are you pre-diabetic? You need to eat right now? Or-
Right.
What's the name of the food services? The what online was?
DoorDash and stuff.
Like that DoorDash, but the other one where you could do like
Like the meal kits?
the meal kits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah,
What is it?
Hello Fresh.
Hello
Do you want me to
Fresh.
Hello
Like,
Fresh you something
like-
to your door?
Yeah.
Like,
Seem a little hungry.
I can't date you, but I can sponsor you.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and pray for
Yeah.
you because
Yeah.
it sounds like you're going through a tough time.
Cause I can write your date off for my
Yeah.
taxes.
want me to come up with a meal plan for you? Get your macros and everything. I got all that.
That's funny. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That was it.
I like that.
Did you have anything other than?
What about the joke?
No. Yeah, man.
Oh, okay, I thought you was trying to. I thought you.
Actually
Like,
wanna
what you
go
talking
back
about?
and
Like, what you
talk
talking about? Yeah, like,
Yeah.
all that hit your mind. It got man. Still hit your mind out here.
You know they ain't gonna let us come back here, right? You know they kick. Like, let me tell you, because we done.
Oh, we too hegemonic up in here. That's why.
Look,
It's just me
when I got here,
That's
when I got here today,
That's not how it works.
I usually have to walk
It's not
to
the
the
prereq.
table and tell them I'm here, so they can unlock the door. When I came in, he met me at the door. He was like, I guess it's that time.
Why does he hate y'all?
Because we bring comedians
Bro,
here.
we be having too much fun up
Yeah,
here. That's the problem. Too
yeah.
much laughter.
We had to get a new roommate. Because that could work. We the problem, though. It's
Yeah.
us. Yeah. All right.
We the common thread.
Did you have anything that I missed?
Only thing I was gonna ask, because my wife loves you, Jennifer, big fan.
Hi, Jennifer.
Yeah, she always talks about y'all Netflix TV show
Oh, yes,
choices.
ma'am.
Y'all right there with them.
Yes.
And all that. But like I know you have an interesting nickname for your daughter,
I do.
and you call her
Groot.
Groot. And I just think I don't understand how moms come up with these nicknames because you call your baby Groot, and Jennifer calls our daughter Glodine. That's Barry White's wife. Yeah, that's what she gets. Yeah, I was just wondering
Does your daughter have a coif? Like, what's happening?
she has a real Glodine-ish energy about herself. Like if you see, if you met Coy, she would you could put her on the album cover with Barry White.
Gotcha.
In place of Glodine,
And it would just be the same.
Yeah, it would be the same person. They're the same person in essence.
How did I come up with Groot? This is a great question. I love answering it because people are like, why such a cute nickname? Easy. So I was 2 months, 3 months, I don't remember. And we were in there. They were doing a normal sonogram. Okay, it's black and white. Normal sonogram. I'm like, oh, that's my baby. Look at the baby. So I go to grab my phone, and the nurse didn't say nothing. And she switched over to 4K. Okay, it's a 3D sonogram. Y'all ever seen one of those?
Yeah.
I didn't know what galaxy that baby was guarding. I said, who is that? Whose baby is that? Did you change the channel?
You're right.
Whose baby is that? So I didn't think it would be nice to call my baby Thanos. So I thought Groot, she would grow into it. And she's great. She's grown into it. She looks exactly like me. Yeah. That's how I came up with Groot. Because I said, who is that, man?
You know what's great? My son, he's 6 now, but Groot was his imaginary friend.
Was it?
Yeah, but he, I only told this joke a couple of times, but he was like, he woke up one day after he had an accident, and he was like, "Hey man, you're not gonna believe this, but Groot peed in the bed." I was like, "Word? That's who did it?" I'm like, I don't think trees can pee, bro. Like, is that sap? Like, do trees?
Then what is sap? Exactly.
What is it?
What is sap? Is it pee?
Obviously.
Is it pee?
I'm standing on the side of your son, okay?
Is that what's going on my pancakes?
Tree pee. Can I have some tree pee for these waffles? Thanks. Yes, that's how I came up with the nickname for my daughter. Parenthood is a whole nother discussion. We would be here for another hour. Parenthood
We have to come back for that. We'll have to do a parent.
Yeah.
We should do something like that.
Yeah.
Parenting. Who? Us for the podcast.
You would have to help me.
Comedians.
Me and Lionel have a reasonable amount of children.
Right.
So you would have to tell us.
I don't think that's something I want to talk about.
Yeah, you probably need a break. You probably need. That's fair.
Yeah,
He's like, I do the podcast to get away. I want to talk about children.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh my God.
I mean, I am an expert, but
Right.
Well, okay.
I'm talking about like in creating them.
Yeah.
I say raising them.
Well, the proof's there, so
proof's in the pudding.
it's hard to.
Be
All
fruitful and multiply. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's your camera right there. If you wouldn't mind just telling people where to find you on the socials and everything.
You can find me on Instagram at Liz Barlow 2. No, I don't know who Liz Barlow 1 is. I assume it's a white woman. Twitter, Liz Barlow 22. TikTok, Liz Barlow 22. And Facebook for people my nose age, Liz Barlow Comedy and Chronicles. I also have a podcast of my own called the Fluffy Chronicles Podcast. So make sure you follow me on everything. Thank you.
David, tell people where to find you, man.
DavidGriffinComedy.com is where you can find links to all my social and everything else. Coffee and Beignets YouTube channel with me and Jennifer, my wife. talking about our children and parenting and all that stuff. Check it out.
You can find me at lionelharris.com, Jokeaday Podcast, on a few other socials, and I guess after this podcast, the Fountain of Youth, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah,
we're gonna do something.
maybe
bro.
I should dye the beard, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna
I've
get
been
some of
letting
the,
it. I
Yeah,
tried
because
to.
it's really not adding
just
to
for-
the fact that you're
I
like
just grade early. That's all.
or on
just-
time.
No.
Because
My first gray hair came in 9th grade.
what was you stressed about? You live in Richmond. Never mind.
Yeah.
You grew up in Richmond.
That's when I started
why-
graying.
That's what happened.
I started
Okay.
graying in 9th grade. That's a real story. So if anybody knows what a Fountain of Youth is, just comment. Put it in the comments. Yeah, if it's in Tegusa Galpa or something like that, just let me know so I can
Just
get a
tell.
ticket.
Don't even tell me about you to be like, hey, we got the best butter pecan, and that's he gonna come running.
Oh. Hey, look.
I think you need to hurry up and end this
Yeah.
episode.
All right, y'all. Let me go because
Haymakers.
right. If I had any fans still after this one, continue to follow me next week. Y'all stay black. Fight. Yeah, my only fan.
Only fan.
I'm on the joke like this. You still there? You still there?
Oh.